Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Joy of Stick. Stickhead here with your Atari ST gaming channel, and today we're playing this. It's Bumpy from Lyriciel from 1989, really early game. There's not a lot online about this game. I don't know if maybe I'm just not looking in the right places, or Google doesn't send me to the right places because it knows I don't speak French. But I don't know, but let's have a crack at it, shall we? So yeah, basically it's a puzzle game, and you play a bouncing cat head. It doesn't make a lot of sense, but I'm sure it will do as soon as we dive in. And you can see there it's programmed by a guy called Dominique Biard, and I suppose it's a bit like a clone of Mappy from Sega, a bit, maybe, that's a bit of a stretch, but the way you control the main character differs slightly. You don't actually control the main character like you do in Mappy. You kind of control the platforms, and you can see that the platform tilts or bounces the main character up higher. And you're tasked with basically collecting all the stuff on the level and then exiting. Yeah, let's have a crack, shall we? Okay, here we go, one player. One great thing about this game is that palette in the middle there is a level editor. So let's see, what's this all about then? So you can see, look, there's no time limit, is there? No, good. I'm tilting the platform to move him with left and right, and then if I press the fire button it springs him up higher. Now that's a pickup there. You can see that on the right panel I've got a green splodge, which is water. So if I move to a fire panel it puts it out for me. Now obviously there's keys, they obviously open doors. Not quite sure what the hammers do. There's a crash. Oh dear. Alright, let's try again. Lesson, pro tip, don't fall off. The game doesn't like it. Okay, here we go, we're back. Now this time, I'm not going to fall off. I don't know why it crashes when you die. Is that just a quirk of this first level? I should point out that this is a cracked version of the game, so it's probably something the naughty pirates did to the code. Alright, there we go. So as you can see, collect all the fruit, get to the exit, sorted. Alright, now there's a green here. I wonder what the green does. Okay, so I've got a feeling I can break through those red ones with the hammers. Do I need to break through? I have drips of water, so I can take out that. No, what I want to do is this. Obviously that green one there reduces in size until it disappears every time you bounce on it. Now these ones can't be destroyed. Okay, what's that? That doesn't look good, does it? That evil pumpkin thing. Okay. I think that was an extra life. Maybe. Alright, as soon as I start this I've got to get off that. Now, I can break these barriers, but I don't want to, because that would be a waste of hammers. And it looks like I can get all the way through the level. I wouldn't be surprised if the exit appears on that green one back at the beginning. Yep. Okay, let's see if I can get there without accidentally using any hammers. The control system's pleasingly precise. I mean, it needs to be on levels like that. It would be frustrating if you were wasting hammers when you didn't need to. Right, how are we doing then? So it's quite similar here. Try not to use hammers, basically. I can take my time a bit here, though. I've got to watch out for that evil burger, though. Is there any? I don't think there's anything I can do about the evil burger. Oh, there we go. Other than avoid it. Oh, that might have been foolish. No, we're all right. Let's wait for him to go away, shall we? Oh no. 2 hammers wasted. I've got quite a lot of them though, so maybe that's not an issue. Alright, and we're in. The sound's quite pleasant, isn't it, in this game? Nice sampled sound, especially seeing as how early the game is. Okay, so what are we doing here? We're forced to bounce off there. We can get up there, we can get the water. I have to use hammers to get that sweet. The water will help me get down to the bottom. I don't think it uses hammers to break the wall. Okay, this looks fairly straightforward. Well, it looks complicated, but I don't think it is. Oh! Wasted another hammer. Okay, let's get this key. It's not using hammers, no. Good. Wonder where the exit is. There. Oh, I used another hammer. It's the biggest peril in this game so far. It's accidentally using hammers. Alright, we've got lots of disappearing platforms here. This could be hairy. What's my plan of attack here then? So I've obviously got to get the fries in the bottom left. And I think that's going to disappear the first time I touch it. So I've got to come back and bounce back up. Okay, let's just give it a go. Oh, there's a strawberry as well. Just to add an extra spanner in the works. Oh, hang on. I'm horribly stuck. Oh dear. Now, when I press escape to quit the level, is it going to crash again? That's the question. Shall we see? Oh, I can't quit the level. There must be it. Surely. Because there's no time. What? Why would you have in your game an auto, like a place? Oh, I did it. Was it S? S, I think, for suicide, maybe. Okay, right, this time then. So I'm going to go on those green ones all the way across. Okay, now I've got some thinking time. So basically, I need to get the liquor bottle, or is it perfume or cologne or something? So I need to bounce back up after that and then get the... What is that? Is that a radish? Yeah, I think so. Oh. Oh no, that's not good. Oh no! It's obviously falling off the bottom that the game doesn't like. Right, so I think the mistake was I lingered on that bottom platform and I should have bounced straight away to the right so that I could get back. Lord knows where the exit would have been though. Alright, so that's a cracking little puzzle game, that is. I'll have to try and find a version that doesn't crash so I can get my teeth right into it. But we've got something interesting to look at next. Hold your horses. Hello and welcome back. Now, fast forward 3 years, we're now in 1992, and Liriciel have revisited this idea. The cat seems to have disappeared this time, we're just an amorphous blob. But we're back with Bumpy again. This sequel, Bumpy's Arcade Fantasy. Again, very limited information online about this, but it seems to be coded or created by the same team, except there's a new programmer called Frederic Spada, and he was on board for Load Runner, which is a great ST game. So let's have a look at this anyway. It's fundamentally the same game, but there's a key difference. And at first I was a little bit disappointed with the key difference, but it actually works out alright. The problem with this game is how slowly it starts. Now, I think the problem with the first game is it throws too many mechanics at you early, So it gives you the drops, and then it gives you the hammers, and then it gives you the fire, and the this and the that, and the disappearing platforms. And like a more modern design would be to give you a level where you find out about a new mechanic, and then it uses a mechanic in a puzzle, and so on and so forth. But not that game. Oh no. Interesting. Level easy. You can change the difficulty. We might have a look at that then, because it does start a little bit slow. So it's quite interesting here. You've got this level select as well. That's not in the first game, so you can tackle these levels in any order. But here we go, and you can see straight away one of the main differences that the graphics are a bit more upmarket, shall we say, but also there's no side panel, and there's no side panel because the game doesn't seem as interested in score for a start, but also there aren't any collectibles. It's much slower, much slower. But yeah, there's no drops, there's no hammers, there's no keys. But it's still collect everything, get to the exit. So fundamentally the same game, but by taking out those different things, it's a much simpler game. And I mean, that level was dull, right? But still, there are other elements, and I suppose the puzzling aspect of the game comes from the level design this time, because you've got these bumpers that kick you off in a certain direction. You've also got those spikes that will obviously kill you on contact. I'm trying to remember what else is in the game. Disappearing platforms, all sorts of stuff. But we'll see as we go along. What I might do though is quit out and then pick a different difficulty. Yeah, okay, these are slippy tiles, so you can't stay still on them. If you're moving, you'll keep moving. Whoops. And I find that the controls are not quite as responsive in this. Maybe it's just they respond in a different way, and I just need to get used to them. But we shall see. But yeah, same as ever, collect the food. You'll notice on those slippy tiles you can change direction still. So they're not a terrific hazard, you just need to remember you can't stay still on them. Okay, let's see what's next. Okay, this time we've got spikes that you can land on top of, but not underneath of. Can't land underneath of? That doesn't make any sense. Okay. Right, I'm going to see if I can quit out and raise the difficulty a little bit, because it's a bit pedestrian at the moment. Escape. Oh, escape works. Thank you, Lurciel. Okay, let's up the difficulty and see what that does. Go for a bit of medium. If it's still too easy, we'll bump it up again. Now I think your general aim here is to clear all of the board and then get to the next stage. Okay, the levels seem... Oh, it's much faster. Okay. That spices things up a little bit. So that's interesting. The difficulty is obviously not going to come from the puzzles if the levels are the same. The difficulty comes from you need to be a bit more dexterous. They really should have put medium as the default though, because lots of people would have started playing this and thought, this is really boring. Whereas this pace is, it keeps things a bit more lively. Do you know what I did? I jumped up every single platform before. But you can do this. A bit quicker. Those speed clear strats. Okay, I'm going to jump ahead now a few levels, see if we can see some different mechanics, some different level designs. Okay, so these are obviously the ones that stop you. Oh no, okay. That's not quite what I thought. They propel you further. Interesting. I wonder what else the levels can kick up. Let's see, shall we? What's in this one? Okay, so we've got the green ones, a bit like the previous game. Oh, that's interesting. Those just become see-through when you go through them. I wonder if you hit your head when you try to go up though. Interesting. Let's skip ahead a bit more. See what else we can see. Okay, so these look like barriers you can only pass through one way. Let's check that. Yep. And I guess those are the same as the previous game. Indestructible ones. Oh, so what are these funny coloured ones here? Oh, a teleporter. Okay. Ah, I think that one there, the one that changed colour a little bit when I passed through it. I think you can only go through it a certain amount of times. I wonder if we can test that. Yeah, because I can get back through. Yes, now it's become a completely solid one. Interesting. Okay. So I can imagine later on them building up some really devious levels with these mechanics. Alright, let's try the last level here. I'm guessing you have to clear them all before it'll let you into the next world. I've got to watch out here. Oh dear! Oops a daisy. Are there lives? Yeah, there are lives. Oh, lives at the top there. 5 it would appear. Okay, let's skip this guy out this time. Oh, I got your number. No, I haven't. Whoa, that was close. That was very close. Will it take me to the next stage? No. Alright, I think we'll leave it there. This video's gone on long enough. But hey, you got 2 games for the price of 1. Check that out, a double header. I'm not sure which version I prefer. I think I quite like the complexity of the first one. But then, I can't judge this game. I need to see some later levels. Because the simplicity might bore out some more interesting level design. But either way, they're both great platform games. And as I say, I didn't find a ton of information online about them. So maybe another little hidden Atari ST gem here to explore. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching that. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.